everybody, I'm back with more reviews, more new exciting makeup. Maybe not so new, but new to me. I wanted to tell you all about the Kat Von D Interstellar eyeshadow palette today. I am a huge Kat Von D makeup fan. Her eyeshadows, you just cannot beat the texture on them. There's a story behind this palette. I'll tell you all about it. First I'll show you how I did my eye today. And here is how it came out with that Interstellar palette. Now I've had this on for several hours. I actually put this on and then when I went out shopping and then I went to dinner. So it may be a little messy by now, but I'll show you exactly how I did it. And I am in love with this palette. The Interstellar palette right there. It's kind of older, but there's a story behind all that. I'm also going to review for you the Clinique Superprimer Universal Face Primer. I used that today. And this is a new product for me. I've never seen this before. It's an eyelash adhesive by the brand Duo, which we all know and love. This is a brush-on adhesive with vitamins. Definitely have some thoughts about this. So I will tell you all about that. Okay, I think I'm going to take a Fluffy and I'm going to use this deep blue-gray here. It's so pretty. It kind of has a shift on it or something that makes it kind of lavenderish. I'm going to do that as my lid color. My lid base color. It's going to be a little dark, but we're going to brighten it up with some metallic here in a minute. Has a really neat kind of purple iridescence that makes it pair with purple really well. And it's messy, but we'll fix all that later. Then for my crease, I want to do fairly pointed crease brush, not a super pointed one. And I'm going to do, prettiest with that is this middle one right here. It has a lot of purple in it. That is, now I've forgotten which one it is. That is this first one right here. I'm going to do that in the crease. But I'm going to try to do it very light, which is kind of not how I usually do things. Let me get my mirror up here. You can see it came out fairly purple, not super brown. I'm going to brown it down here in a minute with a transition color. Let me do my highlight, and my highlight brush is back, yes. Found it. I'm going to do a double highlight today again. I'm loving doing that. And that's where I put a larger swath of sort of a vanilla color here. And then I do a finer line of something iridescent up here. And this has the prettiest iridescent pink. Oh, it's so pretty. Okay, what I'm going to do now is there's this pretty shimmery purple grapey gray right there. I'm going to do that on the outer part of my eye. Oh, it's so pretty. It's a grape shimmer. Just going to do that like midway, not quite midway, eyeball out. I'm loving this palette. Okay, I need to go back and dust because it's kind of gotten everywhere. Okay, now I want to do a corner, a super corner, not the whole thing, but the little corner. This is the prettiest bright electric-ish purple, and it is absolutely my favorite color in the world. That's it right there. It's a kind of satin color finish, this one. Or a satin finish, not color. This palette is just so different. I mean, it's not your usual browns. It has a browns in it. It's just so different. And of course, you know I love purple, so. Kind of getting there. Gonna have to clean it up though, I think. Next, because I feel like it, I'm going to take my pointed brush and I'm gonna put this amazing pink right here. Amazing iridescent pink right up here. And I'm also gonna put that probably in my tear duct area in a minute. This is much wilder look for me than I usually do. Okay, next transition color. My little detailed crease brush. Transition color. This is a neat color right here. It's a light brown. It's a shimmery look. It's very soft. It just went everywhere when I did that. And I'm going to transition between my crease and my highlight with that. I have eyeshadow everywhere. Look at this. Oh my God, what a mess. I'll clean it up in a minute. Next, back to the important part. Love this. Silver, metallic, amazing. Let's pat that in our lid. Wow. Okay, I cleaned up as best I could. I cannot get this really clean, but it's gonna have to stay that way because I don't have time to redo. We have dinner reservations. So I'm gonna clean up, like blend is what I mean to say. And then I'm gonna do some more work on it. May not have time to do too much blending tonight. Okay, I'm going to now put pointy brush. Super pretty pink again, tear duct area. I love it. Can you see? Still trying to clean this up. It's not going well. I love it. Now what am I gonna line in? It's just so cool. I think I'm gonna do a purple liner up top. And okay, I know what I'm gonna do now. I'm gonna do this dark purple on the bottom in just the corner. I'm in such a hurry tonight. It's probably gonna be one of those nights where I'm putting my lipstick on in the car. You know. Okay, and in the middle of my lower bottom, I'm gonna put one of these browns. This one right here. Kind of matte. Very matte, but still moist. You know, Kat Von D is just amazing in so many ways. Her products are just, I don't know. They are fantastic. Clean that other eye up a little bit. Okay, I'll get back to you after I do my liner and my eyebrows and everything else. Okay, story behind Kat Von D Interstellar Palette for me, my personal story with this. When it was first released, I ran out and bought it, and I bought it mostly for the brown tones in it. I don't know, I was feeling very brown at the time. And I thought, I'm not going to use these purples or these blues or any of that wacky stuff. I think I was like, well, I'm just going to make, you know, make something out of these browns and make that look good. And then I tried it out a little bit, and then I thought, well, I'm just not going to, it's just not going to work for me. It doesn't have enough things, enough colors in there that I'm going to end up using. So I took it back. And that was several months ago. And now I am feeling more adventurous, I guess, with my makeup. And it's spring, and I'm wanting to do some different, you know, brighter looks on my eyes. And so I started looking at it again, and I thought, you know, I'm just going to get that one. I went and tried it out in the store again, and I loved it. What's really cool about this palette is you have your neutrals. There's a brown here. There's two browns here, there's a brown here, and then of course you've got a highlight color up here. You've got your neutrals that you can mix in with these wacky, wild colors. So you don't have to have a totally whacked out eye. You can have some neutrals in there to tone it down and make it more wearable, like daytime, stuff like that. That's what's cool about this palette. And then the colors on it are so different than anything else. This pink here is just, it comes out this iridescent pink. Can you see it up there? It comes out this iridescent blue pink, and I put it in here too. It is the most beautiful, unusual color. A lot of these colors do that. And this palette has a lot of that going on in it. Like this, this blue gray has a purplish lavender undertone, or I guess iridescence, like a shift to it that makes it match up with these other purples on here. This brown here comes out very purple when you put it on. These colors, they shift on you, and that's awesome. This one here is another, it's got a little bit of a shift to it. This, of course, this lavender shifts like crazy. I mean, it's just, it's got the most beautiful iridescence to it. And of course, Kat Von D is going to have the softest, most amazing silky shadows ever. So I am just in love with this palette now. There's no way I will take it back or let it go. It's got some really unusual colors in it. I'm so glad I rediscovered this one. I just want something different. I'm tired of the same old nude palettes and the same old brown palettes and the same old purple palettes. This one's kind of got everything in it. So before I put my foundation on tonight, I have a sample of this Clinique Superprimer Universal Face Primer. I used that under my liquid foundation. And I don't know if I'm a huge fan of it. I think it did okay. For primers, I generally like a thicker, more silicone-based primer, like the Smashbox Photo Finish. I love this. It's thick, it's silicone-based, it's a velvety feeling after you've put it on. The reason I like the silicone bases is because I'm getting these lines right through here, and I also have some slightly larger pores through here, and I have dry skin patches. And this, the thicker silicone type, will cover those up. It will fill in my lines and it will fill in my pores. That's why I'm such a fan of this one. Now, I've noticed a lot of companies right now are shifting over to more of a cream or lotion hydrating type primer, and that I just don't like that. It doesn't work for me. I know that Maybelline came out with a line of primers, and I didn't like any of those. They were all a liquidy, felt like a face moisturizer. It did not fill in my lines and my dry spots. I think the Hard Candy one is the same way. I've tried that one out. This one is trying to be that way too. It's definitely a liquid, like a moisturizer. It's not that clear silicone. It's just like, it feels just like a moisturizer when you put it on. When you do put it on, it does turn matte. It does make your skin look very matte. Not very matte, not as matte as your silicone ones. It gives you a slight mattiness to your skin. I don't really think it's holding my makeup in place any better than the silicone ones. My biggest thing with primers is, does it fill in my dry spots, my pores, and my lines? And I don't think this did that. If I just wanted a moisturizer, I mean, I can see the benefit of putting a moisturizer on before you put your liquid foundation on. Yes, I can understand that. But I can do that with my regular moisturizer. I don't want to buy a separate product that calls itself a primer, and it does that for me. I don't really think that that's what I'm looking for. So I am going to stick with my good old silicone, thick, old lady primers for old ladies with wrinkles. I also tried out today to put on my false eyelashes. This new to me, I don't think I've ever seen this before, Duo Brush On Adhesive with Vitamins. This is really different. This is a different kind of deal, and I will show you how different it is. First of all, comes with a teeny tiny little brush. It's not just the usual, usually your Duo is just a tube and you squeeze it out. This one is a little tiny pokey little brush. So you can hold your eyelashes and brush it along that strip and then put it on. What's really cool is that this is iridescent looking. Now it dries clear, but it is an iridescent bluish color. When you first put it on your lash or on your strip line, it is a bright electric blue, and that is really cool. You can really see where you've put it. Doesn't dry that color, it dries clear. I will stick some on this black Smashbox right here so you can see the blueness of it. It is really wild. Here, I put a whole blob of it. Can you see how electric, screaming blue that is? You can see exactly where on your lash strip you've put adhesive and what doesn't have the adhesive and needs to be put on. So after a while, see, it's already starting to fade a little bit. It doesn't look like it on the camera. After a while, it dries down to clear. I mean, you can't see that electric blue on my lash line, I hope. So it's really cool. I mean, I love anything iridescent. I'm in on that. And then I love the little brush that you can glide it on. It's easier to do. So all of my IKEA stuff came today. Going to be a busy weekend. I'm going to clear out makeup. I'm going to get rid of old makeup. We're going to be putting together the IKEA stuff and putting my makeup room together. My lighting system should come in Monday or Tuesday, so in a couple of days. I'm going to be messing around with that and trying to get some good lighting. And then my lighting is going to improve dramatically, as well as my makeup organization. So I'm very excited about that. That all came today. Couple of products that I'm looking at getting kind of on my radar. It Cosmetics has come out with 2 new products that kind of interest me. One of them is a lash extension, an eyelash mascara with extensions in it. It says it has melted fibers in it. Now, I do not wear fiber mascaras. I am not going to go to that much trouble of gluing fibers onto my eyelashes. But this one says it has melted fibers in it, so we will see on that one. Also, Too Faced has come out with a new line of melted, the melted lipsticks, but these are melted metals. A lot of them are way too bright for me, but if I can find one that's a little bit tamer, I will look into getting one of those. There's another It Cosmetics product I'm interested in, and once again has the melted fibers in it. They have a new brow pomade, and it claims to have melted fibers in it as well to thicken up your brows, so I may give that a try. That's it for now. More to come soon, I'm sure.